Good morning, children. Let's start our lesson number 8, Plant and Animal Food. Dear children, as we all know that we get food from plant and animal both. Okay? What they give? The plant used to give vegetable, fruit, cereal, pulses, etc. And from animal we get egg, milk, meat, etc. Okay? But do you know how this plant and animal get food for themselves? This is all about plant and animal food. Plant used to make their food with the help of a process called photosynthesis. Plant prepare their own food by this process of photosynthesis. They used to prepare their own food, that's why they are known as producers. And the word photosynthesis is built with two words. Photo means light and synthesis means putting together. Actually, green plants used to prepare food for plants. That's why green plants are green leaves are known as food factories of plant. As we have food factories now, similarly plant are having food factory called their leaves. Their leaves contain a chemical, a green color pigment. The green color pigment of the leaves is known as chlorophyll. The chlorophyll is responsible for trapping the energy from the sun. You can see here in the picture, the roots of the plant used to absorb water and mineral from the soil, and they used to transport this minerals and water to the leaves. Afterwards, in the atmosphere, carbon dioxide and other gases are there, but the leaves used to take carbon dioxide rich air through the small openings present in the surface of leaves. These small openings are known as stomata, and chlorophyll and stomata together use this energy and convert carbon dioxide and water into plant in the form of glucose. Glucose is a kind of sugar. When we fall ill, we are given glucose now. Similarly, this plant used to take energy from the sun and convert carbon dioxide, take carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and water from, and convert and make their food in the form of glucose. It is a kind of sugar. The chemical formula is C6, means 6 number of carbon, H12, hydrogen 12 numbers, and O6, oxygen 6 numbers. In this process, oxygen gas is released as a byproduct by the plants. Okay, this oxygen, the plant used to take carbon dioxide and release oxygen. And what we used to take? We used to take oxygen gas and release carbon dioxide. All the animals along with human beings used to take oxygen and release carbon dioxide, and meanwhile plant used to take carbon dioxide and release oxygen. This oxygen is being used by animals and human beings for the process of respiration. Dear children, the food prepared by plant is being utilized for their growth, and the extra food is being stored in the form of starch in other parts of plants like fruit, seed, root, stems and leaves. Okay. Apart from this, you can see clearly how the process of photosynthesis is being done by the plant and how they used to convert starch through chlorophyll and sunlight and carbon dioxide. Apart from food, plants also need nutrients to grow well. How this plant get nutrient? These nutrients are present in soil, and if soils are deficient, nutrients less, then some manures are added, fertilizer manures are added to soil to make the soil fertile. Now let's move to our next topic, that is insectivorous plants. Do you know some plants are also insectivorous? They are also called carnivorous plant. Means carnivorous means they used to trap insects. Okay, the plants used to trap, they used to eat insects. These plants are called carnivorous plant. Some examples are Venus trap, Venus flytrap, pitcher plant, butterwort and sundew. These are all insectivorous plants. These plants are, why they used to eat insects? Because they grow in nitrogen deficient soil. This plant grow in nitrogen deficient, means where there are less amount of nitrogen present in the soil. This plant used to grow there and eat the insect to fulfill the need of nitrogen. They have special structures to trap insects, like butterwort. Butterwort have some wort like structure and they used to trap the insect. Sundew plant, small pores are there where the insect used to stick and they got trapped. Similarly, pitcher plant, the leaves are having lead like structure and they are having cavity, so that they used to secrete, they used to release nectar like secretion that attract the insects, and the insect get trapped in the cavity, and at the meantime the lead, means the lead get closed and insect get trapped inside it. Okay. Next is Venus flytrap. It is also they used to trap the insects. This plant used to trap the insect. They are having jaw like, in the picture you can see clearly jaw like leaves are there. When the insect sits on the leaves, the leaf get closed and trap the insect. The insect is get digested by the digestive juices present in the leaves. Our next topic is food for animal. Just like plant, how animal get food? Animal cannot make their own food. They depend for the food on the plant or other animals. So they are called consumers. What plants are called producers because they used to produce their own food, but animals are called consumers because they used to consume food prepared by plants. Okay. In this category, 4 categories are being divided. First one is herbivore animals. Herbivore animals are those that feed only on plants. They don't eat meat, flesh, etc. Okay, cow, sheep, zebra, buffalo, these are all herbivore plant. Next is carnivore plants. Those animals that feed on flesh of other animals. They used to kill the animal and eat them. Those are called carnivore animals. For example, fox, lion, wolf, shark, etc. Omnivore animals. Omnivore animals means those animals that feed on both flesh of animals and on plant also. They used to eat both. Like people. People means human beings. Bear, pigs, hens, etc. Crow. Crow is also. Next is scavengers. The animals that feed on dead animals. They don't used to hunt like carnivore animals. They are just dependent on dead animals. For example, hyena, crow, vulture, hagfish, etc. are scavengers. Okay. Next topic is food chain. Food chain means, dear children, food chain is a series of feeding relationship between living organisms. You can see in the picture how each living organism get its foods and how energy is passed from one organism to another organism. Like in the first picture you can see trees are there. Trees are being eaten by deer, and then finally deer is eaten by lion. In the next picture, flowers are being eaten by butterflies. Afterwards, butterflies are being eaten by frog. Then frog are eaten by snake, and snakes are eaten by eagles. Similarly, leaves are eaten by caterpillar, afterwards chameleon, then snakes, then mongoose used to feed each other. Okay, so this is all about food chain. You can see in next picture also grass, grasshopper, frog, python, python means snake, and then finally eagle. Likewise, carrots are being eaten by rabbit. Rabbits are eaten by frogs. Fox are being eaten by lion. Similarly, a food chain continues. Okay, it is a series of feeding relationship between living organisms. Means each living organism used to depend for its food on others. Next is food web. Food web is a complex form. Okay, when in food chain the series of chain is been, a sequence of relationship is been there, but in food web many food chains are connected together. It forms food web. In this picture you can see corn is eaten by grasshopper. Grasshopper can be eaten by rat, either rat or frog. Okay, finally frog is being eaten by either snake or cat can also eat rat, na? And afterwards eagle can eat directly. For eagle can eat rat also, eagle can eat snake also. Meanwhile, this kind of complex form of food chain is known as food web. A food web is formed because a particular food source is not just eaten by a particular animal. Anybody can eat anything. Okay, it is eaten by many different animals. Thus, many food chains are interlinked in nature, which forms a food web. Here ends your chapter. Hope you all have understood. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Thank you. Have a nice day.